Hey guys, what's up? I am back with a brand new video and it's time to do a camera test of the Samsung Galaxy A72. And guys, and this is a new high-end mid-range phone from Samsung, which is costing around 76,000 PKR in Pakistan market. And guys, in this price range we have a quad cameras on the back. We have a 64 megapixel main camera f1.8 aperture, which also has a optical image stabilization. Then we have a 12 megapixel ultra wide f2.2 aperture. We also have 8 megapixel telephoto, which give you a 3x optical zoom, which also has a optical image stabilization. And lastly we have a 5 megapixel macro. And guys, on the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera inside this punch hole with f 2.2 aperture. And guys, here is the Samsung Galaxy A72 looks like on the front. On the front we have a 6.7 inch full HD Super AMOLED display with 90 Hz refresh rate, and also this phone is running on Android 11, so that's really good thing as of now. And also we have a Samsung One UI version 3.1 on this phone. So let me show the camera UI of the A72. So here is the camera UI, and you can see, and guys, here is your normal and here is your ultra wide. We also have a 3x optical zoom which goes all the way up to 30x, so that's really good thing. We also have a single take. We also have a fun mode, and you can see, which give you a Snapchat filters. We also have a portrait mode. We also have a video mode. And guys, on the back camera maximum shoot 4K at 30 fps. We also have a full HD 60 fps option as well. And guys, we also have a super steady mode which give you a very good video stabilization. And guys, we also have a ultra wide video option as well as a 3x optical zoom option on this phone as well. Now let's go to the more section. And guys, we also have a pro mode in photos, so that's really good thing. We also have a panorama food. We also have night mode, which is only available in the ultra wide lens. We also have a macro mode, so we also have a pro mode in video as well. And guys, we also have a super slow motion as well as a slow motion on this phone as well. We also have a hyperlapse as well, so that's really good thing. So now let's see the front camera. Yes, we also have a 64 megapixel mode as well. So now let's see the front camera. On the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera, as you can see. So here is your little bit wide option. We also have a single take. We also have a fun mode with the front camera as well. We also have a portrait mode. We also have a video mode with the front camera, which is obvious. And guys, on the front camera maximum shoot 4K at 30 fps. We also have a 60 fps option as well on the front, which does not have any super steady mode. Now let's go to the more section. Yes, and the night mode, it is also available with the front camera. Also in the slow motion, it is also available with the front camera. As you can see that this phone give you a lot of camera features. Also we have IP67 water and resistance. Let me show you a lot of camera samples as well as video recording. You get a better idea regarding the camera performance of the A72. Okay guys, and this is a 4K at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with a back camera. On the back we have a 64 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization, and you can also switch between from normal to ultra wide as well, so that's a really good thing. And you can see we get 12 megapixel ultra wide. And guys, and this feature, it is not really available on the A52, so that's really unique thing. Guys, we also have a 3x optical zoom as well, which also has a optical image stabilization. So now let's see the video stabilization with the main camera. And guys, here is the sun, as you can see. And also let me know how is the HDR, all those things, it is work on this phone. So right now I'm just walking around and you can see, and the video looks very stable, and also the colors looks really good as well. So now let's running. I guess you can see that and the video stabilization, it is pretty good on this phone. And this phone also has a super steady mode as well. So now let's see the ultra wide, and I'm just walking around. Now let's running, and you can see here is the video stabilization looks like with the ultra wide. So now let's see with the 3x optical zoom, and you can see, nice to see that we get a 3x optical zoom on this phone, which also has a optical image separation. So right now I'm just walking around, and you can see it looks very stable. Now let's running, and you can see, and guys, now let's see the autofocus. And guys, and the autofocus, it is also work really good, as you can see. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the main camera, and this time I am using the super steady mode, and you can see. And guys, and right from the start, and the video it is a little bit more softer, yes. And also see the video stabilization. Now let's see the video stabilization. Right now I'm just walking around, very stable, I have to say. So now let's running, and you can see, yes, and the video stabilization in this mode, it is really good, no issue whatsoever while I am running. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 60 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the back camera. Again, we have 64 megapixel main camera, and the video it is at 60 fps, so everything feels really smooth, as you can see. Let's see the video stabilization. Again, I'm just walking around, and now let's running, and you can see, yes, and the video it is a little bit shakier, but the quality it is really sharp. Okay guys, and this is the full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the back camera. On the back we have a 64 megapixel main camera, and guys, and this is a normal default video recording size on this phone. And guys, you can also switch between from normal to ultra wide. So here is your ultra wide. You can see ultra wide is give you so much area for recording. And guys, we also have a 3x optical zoom as well, and you can see, and you can go all the way up to 12x. So yes, and the colors as well as the dynamic range, it is improved a lot, as you can see. So now let's see video stabilization. Again, I'm just walking around, and now let's running, and you can see, and the video stabilization in this mode, it is one of the best, as you can see. Now let's see ultra wide. You can see ultra wide is give you so much area for recording, and you can see. Now let's see video stabilization this mode as well, and you can see no issue whatsoever while I'm walking around. So let me show you the 3x optical zoom, and you can see here is a 3x optical zoom looks like in this mode. But the normal video recording, it is really good, and also, and the switching between from normal to ultra wide, it is really smooth as well. Okay guys, and this is a 4K at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the front camera. On the front we have a 32 megapixel selfie camera. I think that it does not have any HDR with the front camera, and you can see, and my background is completely overexposed. So now let's see the video stabilization, and guys, in the sun it is behind me. Again, I'm just walking around, and also you guys are judge of the video quality as well as the microphone quality as well. So now let's running, and you can see, and the video stabilization with the front camera, it is not really good, but it is very acceptable. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 60 fps video recording of the A72 with the front camera, and you can see, and the video it is really smooth. So now let's see video stabilization in this mode. Again, I'm just walking around in the park. Now let's running, and you can see, yes, and the video it is really nice with the front camera, but you can see that, and the HDR it is not really works, so that's really disappointing. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the front camera, and guys, and this is the default video recording. So, and guys, also on the video it is little bit zoom in, I don't know why. And I'm just walking around, and the video stabilization feels really good in this mode. So now let's running, yes, and the video stabilization it is improved in this mode, but again, HDR, it is really bad according what I see on the screen right now. Okay guys, and this is a 4K at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the back camera in low light. On the back we have a 64 megapixel main camera, f1.8 aperture, and also again you can also switch between from normal to ultra wide. So here is your normal and here is your ultra wide. We also have a 3x optical zoom as well, and you can see. So now let's see the video stabilization. Right now I'm just walking around. So now let's see the video stabilization at running, and you can see, and the video stabilization, it is not the best but it is pretty good. And autofocus, it is not the best in low light, and you can see it take about 1 second to autofocus. But again you can see now it is in focus, so little bit issue in the autofocus. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72, and this time I am seeing the super steady mode, and you can see, and the video it is so much more darker as well as more noisier. But in this mode we get a good video stabilization. So I'm just walking around, but you can see huge noise right there, autofocus issue as well. So now let's see video stabilization at running, and you can see, and the video stabilization it is really good while I'm running. But you can see that, and the quality it is really bad as compared to the normal modes. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 60 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the back camera. And guys, and this is a 60 fps video, so the video looks really smooth. So now let's see video stabilization, and you can see very stable while I'm walking around. So now let's running, and you can see, and the video stabilization in the full HD at 60 fps mode, it is also not really good. Guys, and this is a full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the main camera. And guys, and this is a normal default video recording size, full HD at 30 fps. Yes, and the video quality it is improved a lot in this mode as well as the dynamic range. And you can see, and guys, you can see that now the video it is much better that we get in the 4K at 30 fps mode. Again you can also switch between from normal to ultra wide, normal, ultra wide, and you can see not a huge difference between a ultra wide and a normal. And guys, and here is your optical zoom. Right now I'm just walking around, and you can see very stable, I have to say. So now let's running, and you can see, so the video stabilization I feel it is more better in the full HD at 30 fps mode over the super steady mode, because in the super steady mode and the quality it is really bad. Okay guys, and this is a 4K at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the front camera. On the front we have 32 megapixel selfie camera. So here is the video recording looks like with the front camera in this lighting condition, and also you guys are judge of the video quality as well as the microphone quality as well. So now let's see video stabilization on this phone. Right now I'm just walking around. Now let's running, and you can see, and the video stabilization with the front camera it is really average. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 60 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the front camera, and you can see and the video it is so much more darker as well as more noisier as compared to before. Now let's see video stabilization. Feels really smooth, I have to say. Yes, this is a 60 fps, so now let's running, and you can see much better that we get in the 4K mode. Okay guys, and this is a full HD at 30 fps video recording of the Samsung Galaxy A72 with the front camera. And guys, and this is a normal default video recording size, so you can see that. Yes, and the video quality it is improved a little bit but not that much. So now let's see video stabilization, and you can see feels very stable, not as stable I would say as that we get in the full HD at 60 fps mode. So now let's running. Yes, and the video stabilization in the full HD at 30 fps mode with the front camera. And that's about it, and thank you so much for watching this camera test of the Samsung Galaxy A72. I gotta say that and the camera performance it is really good on this phone, especially in daylight as well as in night, because in night mode it is work really good on this phone, although in some areas the camera performance it is not the best on this phone. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well, and I will catch you in my next video. Peace out.